All right, so next up in our list of trips that I've taken over the past month is the one to Tuscany, which is just a fair bit north of us here in Italy, but not all the way up north. Uh, this trip was characterized by visiting a lot of art exhibits. Our teacher is somewhat obsessed with a guy by the name of Piera della Francesca, who painted in the late Renaissance period, I think. But we ended up touring over Tuscany and seeing a bunch of the things that he painted, which are in museums. Let's see, we went to Florence and we saw a couple of the museums there, the Uffizi and the Academia, I think it's called, the one that has Michelangelo's David in it, which people always say no matter how big you think it is, it's always bigger, and it's pretty huge. It's definitely not life size. It's good. Michelangelo really had a good idea of how the human body worked. He studied anatomy, so it's very very detailed, which is what I guess he was into. This kind of Platonic idea of perfection. So we saw that, and we had a bunch of free time in Florence. We got to go. We saw a group of John Carroll students that are studying abroad in Florence, actually. We got some food, and it was pretty good. We stayed in a town called Arezzo, which is famous really because it's the place where they filmed La Vita è Bella, which is a stereotypical movie that every Italian student, or every student of the Italian language, will see, because it's a great movie. It won a couple Oscars, and it's in Italian originally. So of course we watched the movie on the way up, and we got to see a bunch of the places where it was filmed. So it was kind of cool. I think I got some pictures of it that are in the gallery. The food, oh my gosh, the food on this trip was just legendary. I mean, you'll hear me a lot of times complain about Santa, but she knows how to plan a really really nice trip. So we got this like 6-course meal in Arezzo, and it was just fabulous. She wanted us to see what a traditional Tuscan meal was like, and it was just so much food. It was hard to comprehend. And even lunch the next day. The next day we went to Siena. And we saw the head of St. Catherine of Siena. Apparently, her head is in Siena, and the rest of her body is in Rome. So we saw all of it, but at 2 different times. And we had lunch there, and lunch there was just amazing, and it was a good time. We just kind of we saw the cathedral there. I got some good pictures of looking down from the cathedral. And let's see, there was another church. I can't remember the name of the church, the one with St. Catherine of Siena's head in it. And what else did we do? A little bit of shopping. We got a lot of free time just to walk around and see the city. It was a cool little kind of medieval city with a touch of Renaissance to it. So it was a pretty cool city. And let's see, that might have been, those were the important parts of the Siena trip. Like I said, this trip happened almost a month ago, so those were the highlights of it. So stay tuned. We've got some good stuff coming up next.